Hey everyone, this is Eric from Tenzing Strategic Consulting. So we've got our life experience number 2 coming up for you in just a minute. It was a pretty cool day for sure. But first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit about company metrics. Every single company is at risk of getting buried and inundated with too much data. There's too much stuff out there that you can easily get yourself confused, not knowing what to focus on and what's actually going to help you. So I want to give you 3 guidelines for what you want to look at for your metrics that are going to help you out. So the first group of metrics you want to be looking at have to do with your books. Understanding your profits, your costs very well, including your own time as an entrepreneur, your profits, and most importantly, your cash flow. Cash flow is king. So you want to make sure that you understand what cash is coming in, when it needs to go out. That's going to help you with your financing and making sure that you stay in the black, above the waterline to have continued success in your business. So accounting numbers are critical, and talk to your accounting experts. They will help you understand what is most important for you in your business. So the second group of metrics that you want to pay attention to are more predictive in nature. They're KPIs, key performance indicators. These are going to help you to keep your results, your end results, better on track. So if we're looking at a number like sales, for example, a predictive measure of that might be something like deposits or customer calls or meetings. The nice thing with predictive measures is you can have a quantitative understanding of it, and if the number that you're seeing for example, customer meetings is not on track, you still have time to do something about that before it hits your end result, such as sales. So yes, it works for a sales funnel. It also works for construction or operations. If you're talking about timelines, is your project on track towards the beginning of it? You can make adjustments to make sure that it's going to be on track by the end in terms of cost or timelines. Predictive measures are a huge way to make sure that your results stay where you want them to be. So take a look at your end results and try to determine 2 or 3 points along the way before those results come about that you can predict how your project or that metric is going to turn out, where you can still do something about it. Now the third family of metrics is all about your core identity. And remember, that's your core purpose, your core values, your BHAG, and your customer avatar. We're going to be talking about your core values, which really represent how you do your business and how you get it done. These are the tenets that are important to absolutely everyone in your company. You want them to be more than just words on the wall. So how do you make sure that's the case? Well, you need to measure them, whether you're actually living up to them. Whatever your core values are, it doesn't really matter. You need to take a look at them and understand, how can we measure whether we're being effective in actually executing on those core values? If you've got a core value around quality, you should be having some quality checks in place. If it's around customer service, are you talking to your customers and perhaps surveying them to understand their perception of how you're delivering your product and service? If it's about innovation, if it's about timeliness, whatever it is, you need to be taking a good look at how can we quantify this to measure whether we're actually living up to our core values. Now, if you look at your metrics through these 3 lenses, it's going to give you a very well-balanced and a great idea of how successful your business is being. But remember, one of the key things is to keep it simple. That's one of my core values, is keep it simple. Make sure that it's dashboard format, so that's something that you can easily digest by looking at a page within 5 seconds. You don't want to have to flip through a 20-page report. And you don't want to be creating all kinds of extra work for your team, generating reports that you may or may not have the time to flip through. Keep it simple. All right, now let's take a look at life experience number 2. Remember, you're working your butt off every single day. Make sure you're enjoying life, getting out there and capturing all that it has to do. So we're going to head up north to Arbor Lake and see what that's all about. All right, it is a beautiful Saturday morning, end of February. It's about -9 outside right now. As you can see, there's lots of snow on the ground. Pretty chilly, but the sun is out, thankfully. And here we are, we're going to do experience number 2. And if you can tell by some of the evidence behind me, today is all about polar plunge. So we're going to, we got the EMS guys here, the scuba guys, saving our bacon, fortunately. Yeah, nothing more Canadian than jumping into the middle of a frozen lake, right? So, yeah, a little nervous, I'll totally admit, but let's see how it goes.
Let's go! Oh my God! This splash, I was taking the back. In 3, 2, 1,
I can understand. You're supporting an unbelievable cause and an unbelievable event. We were also jumping in.
It's shocking. Your brain just kind of shuts down for those few seconds you're underwater. And then as soon as you come out in the air, it doesn't matter if it's -10, it's warmer than it is in the water, so you feel just fine. Thank God they got hot tubs and hot chocolate and getting warm with a winter jacket here, so yeah, pretty exhilarating for sure. So that's an experience. Would I do it again? A lot of people are asking that. I would, but probably not for another year at the very least, for sure. So, and I wouldn't want to spend more than 5 seconds in that water. I was scrambling for the ladder, and it was panic for sure, but a lot of fun.